Hello, we got a small stack and medium stack of comics to review today. A lot of fun ones again. And we're going to start out with Gunslinger. This is issue 43. This run's been going crazy long, but very enjoyable. But now we're getting to a point where Gunslinger is dealing with a couple angels that are one's dealing with another angel. Gunslinger's got to find out what's up with that guy, what this guy's been doing to him, find out some more information so he can decide whether or not he can truck is the F word on a page instead of trust. I said truck. And you can imagine what the F word is. But yeah, he's having issues with these characters and whether or not he can trust them. And the one even sends his saber-toothed cat after Gunslinger, which is stupid because the one thing Gunslinger's good with is animals, and he can take control of certain animals, make them his pet. So that's always a good thing that comes in handy for Gunslinger every now and then. But this ends up, you get a little bit more about the what's up with the angels and stuff like that, but you also get a nice lead up to Spawn needing everybody to get their butts together because we got that giant, massive kaiju-like Spawn coming out of the ocean at the moment, and they need all the firepower they can get their hands on. And we got the Herculoids. This is issue 4 from Dynamite. Tom Schnegaski, Craig Rosu, Omi Ramalante Jr., Taylor Esposito working on this. Somewhere out in space live the Herculoids. Zoc, the laser ray dragon. Igu, the giant rock ape. Tundro, the tremendous Gloop. And Gleep, the formless, fearless wonders. With Xandor, their leader, and his wife Tara and son Dornal, they team up to protect their planet from sinister invaders. All strong, all brave, all heroes. They're the Herculoids. But in this one, we get to see another race of people that are on their planet, and they're sending a youngin' out for basically it's your manhood type thing where you gotta go out on your own, hunt a beast, slay a beast, and come back, and then you're a man for the tribe. And while he goes out to hunt for something, he notices the dragon flying around and focuses on that as his target. And while that's happening, there's a big event happening for our little flying friend. And I don't want to give it away, but yeah, Zach is going through a major event, and while that's happening, she's being hunted, and at the same time, there's other beasts involved, and yeah, you get to read this and find out how the child man prevails, uh, if he succeeds in his hunt for maturity. Uh, but yeah, that I'm enjoying that run, but I'm stopping at I think issue 5 or 6, because I'm curious how far they're going to take it, and then I'll decide whether or not I'm going to jump back on or if I'm just going to wait for trades to come out. Then we got Hyde Street #6. This is done by Geoff Johns and Ivan Reese, Francis Portela, Brad Anderson, Rob Lay. Previously, we've met shady salesman Mr. X-Ray, the sadistic Scout Pranky, the tragic matinee monster, and the calculating Miss Goodbody, all of whom compete with other residents for the one thing that allows them escape, collecting 10,000 souls for the enigmatic scorekeeper. They don't all play nice on Hyde Street. But this is still an enjoyable run that's going on. We get to see a little brat come into Miss Goodbody's shop and get aggressive with her, stop her from getting another one of her soul collection or death collection uh, humans that they get their hands on to try and get their 10,000. Sounds like she's close to hitting her mark and she just wants to get it done and get the heck out of here. But the kid's stopping her, Mr. X-Rays. Well, all these characters basically are fighting for to see who can get to their 10,000 first. And while it's happening, they're messing with each other and each other's human souls that they're trying to get their hands on. And uh, they can get pretty evil in the things that they do to prevent people from getting what they want. And I'd love to show some of the last few pages, but it would just ruin everything for you. So check out. It's basically a big uh, trickster type play out, mostly between the kid, the Boy Scout, and Miss Goodbody. They're mainly going at each other at the moment, but yeah, Mr. X-Ray Eyes is always keeping an eye out on the kid and all that stuff while he sneakily does his own thing in the background. We got Redcoat. This is issue 12. I don't know if it's going to stop at 13 or if it's going to keep going. I would assume it would keep going, but a lot of these books have been restarting their runs. It's like, why do you do 5 issues and then start over at issue 1 again? I don't like that. Just keep going with the ongoing story. But this is taking us deeper into the Northerner. This is also done by Geoff Johns and Brian Hinch. Andrew Curry and Brian Hinch are the inkers. Brad Anderson colorist. Rob Lay again for letterer. But yeah, we're getting some more information about our Northerner character and finding out that he's from the future and he's got some tricks up his sleeve and he's trying to make the war go in the right direction, but yet there's someone else that is also messing with time and trying to change the outcome of the war. And while they're doing that, nice wraparound cover. You can see every time I'm flipping through pages. While he's doing that, we're finding out that he's also brought a bunch of stuff from the future with him to help turn the tide. And you get to see what's up with that and what the outcome is. But yeah, I like this Northerner character. I like where it's going, what's happening with the whole storyline, and we're learning a little bit more about our Redcoat character and his abilities and what could happen to him in the future. So yeah, this is still going nice and strong. Very enjoyable. Then we got Red Sonja versus the Army of Darkness. This one, also a Dynamite title, written by Tim Seeley, our fellow Wisconsinner. Art by Jim Terry, color by Carlos Badilla, letters by Jeff Eckelberry. We're getting to see Ash and Red Sonja start to get things across to each other. Getting Red Sonja to understand more about what's happening, what Ash has done in the past, who he really is, how he is, and of course his flirtatiousness is not going to stop, especially when he's with a beautiful lady in the midst of battle. But we also get to see another evil character playing with the Necronomicon, and Ash is going to have to get in there and do what he's always good at, getting his hands on the Necronomicon and reading the phrases aloud to help change the outcome of everything else. But we also get a possessed unicorn in this issue, which is fun little twist in their travels. But yeah, Red Sonja and Ash got to deal with that and other things that are being summoned to go against them and destroy them. But yeah, two of some of the greatest fighters out there. I think they will end up handling it all themselves, some way or another, if they don't end up taking each other out. And we got Return of the Living Dead, issue 4, by American Mythology. This is by S.A. Check, James Kahoric, Andrea Arcara, and Alessandro Ruggiero, and Rob Jones working on this one. I still don't know where this lies. It's got to be like years after The Living Dead, but you're finding out more and more about what's going on with the barrels of goop, uh, why the zombies are here in this amusement park and attacking everybody, and what they can do to protect themselves. This one guy is smart enough to wear a character costume at the amusement park, so that way the zombies can't bite through the costume. Nice big costume that he's wearing, and they're just battling away with all the zombies at this park and trying to figure out why they're there, and also trying to make a deal with the military to get them out of there. But can you ever really trust the military or any type of government organization that's telling you whether or not they're going to protect you, help you out, take you out of the quarantine zone or whatever, get you away from the zombie outbreak? But yeah, there's some awesome imagery in here. And we also get a preview of Hatchet Midnight Murders, but it's a preview of the last one we just reviewed. So we don't need to go over that again. But yeah, I like it. I just thought, and it is the Return of the Living Dead, so it is after the Attack of the Living Dead, or Night of the Living Dead. But I don't know. Just unless there's a different issue that's coming out of a different run. I could have swore when I read the first uh, basics about the storyline, it was talking about being in between prior to the movie and to where they were in the cemetery. And not getting that because we're at an amusement park. All right, we got Slaughter Otter. This is issue 3 by Matt Fife, Matt Rogers, Jay Hammond did a cover, Troy Dungara did a cover. There's pinups by some of our friends, Eric Wolfgang, Brian Lynch, Troy Dungara. But this one, we still got Slaughter Otter dealing with Leech Woman, and they get into it, and some weird, gross stuff happens. I want to say the things that happen, but it would almost make it sound like this is a sex book. What Slaughter Otter does to his mother, his stepmother, and his father, and all that in here. It's definitely got sexual referencing throughout this book. And his father kind of has a Galactus, Thanos type crossover to his not caring about others, destroying things, controlling things, just the way he basically runs his life and to destroy Slaughter Otter. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens between Slaughter Otter and his family in this issue, and fun as usual. I picked up the parody cover of an image that many of us have seen before. I like doing the parody ones. But yeah, I don't remember seeing the fight comic cover, the cover E. There's 5 other covers there. Well, 4 other ones. But I thought I picked up 2 for this one, but I must not have. I must have only picked up that cover. And then last, but not least, we got Space Ghost issue 12 by Dynamite. I have to say, Dynamite's one of my top companies that I've been picking stuff up from. David Papose, Jonathan Lau, and Andrew Dalehouse, Taylor Esposito working on this. Across the vastness of space, evil flourishes in the darkness between stars. With territories spread far and wide across the Galactic Federation, pirates and hijackers have ransacked these distant colonies with cruel disregard for the innocent scientist living within them. Yet there is a cosmic vigilante who metes out justice across the spaceways, bringing vengeance to those who prey upon the defenseless. They call him the Space Ghost. But yeah, we got our evil character that took the monkey and is he's using a machine to get something from the monkey. Something that the monkey has inside, information or something that everybody's searching for. And while this is going on, Space Ghost and the kids are dealing with all of Space Ghost, well, most of Space Ghost's enemies that have all grouped up to come after him and wipe him out. They think they blew him up once already, but they have not succeeded. But they are trying to blow up the core of their planet and destroy everything and everybody on it. And it is a great run. I think, and this is issue 12. I think it's got an issue 13 coming, but then I think it ends because we have a new Space Ghost starting. This is one of them that did that thing where they started the run over again. I don't know why. This run's could easily go for a long time yet. It's been strong, been a great read. But I have a feeling they're going to end it with the 13th and then jump into a longer ongoing run with the new Space Ghost run. I don't know if I'll stick with the new one. I think I got a sketch cover for issue 1. But yeah, I don't know if I want to start over on a new run with Space Ghost or just wait for the trades to come out, which I probably will. Because there's so many different covers, at least with the trade, you get to see the covers in the back a lot of times and stuff like that. But yeah, that was another little stack of comics. A lot of fun. A lot of good ones. Keep following Under the Color of MS. Rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, give us those likes. Leave a comment, I'll comment back. Check out Crimson Color Comic Club, our group podcast. And I will be back with more soon. Thanks.